In the world of racing pigeons, only a few names rise above all others. Some names represent quality, some represent success, but only one name has become a legend passed down through generations. The Janssen brothers from Arendonk. Their pigeons flew faster, recovered quicker, and bred better than almost any other strain in history. Today we uncover their story, their methods, and the simple natural products that shaped the most iconic pigeon bloodline ever created. The story of the Janssen brothers begins in a small Belgian town, Arendonk. A quiet place surrounded by fields and farms, where pigeons were a part of daily life. The four brothers, Louis, Jeff, Cheryl and Adrian, grew up in a time when racing pigeons were more than a hobby. They were a symbol of pride, and often a family tradition. From their father they inherited their first birds, and from that moment, a lifetime obsession began. The brothers studied everything: behavior, feather structure, eye characteristics, muscle quality. They were not scientists, but they thought like scientists. Nothing in the Janssen loft happened by accident. While many lofts tried to improve their birds through constant new imports, the Janssen brothers did the opposite. They refined and perfected their existing blood. Their pigeons were small, soft-feathered, extremely intelligent and unbelievably consistent. Throughout the 1950s, 60s and 70s, the Janssen birds dominated short and middle distance racing. Fanciers from all over Europe tried to buy them, but the brothers rarely sold anything. This created a mystique, a sense that the Janssen loft was producing something unique. Whenever a Janssen pigeon left Arendonk, it often transformed the results of entire lofts. Many world-famous birds, from Hofkens to Mulemans to de Klack, carried Janssen blood. Even today, champions worldwide still trace their origins back to the brothers. One of the greatest secrets of the Janssen brothers was their feeding system. Simple, clean, and natural. They didn't believe in complicated mixes. They didn't believe in expensive additives. They believed in quality. Their mixture contained only the best kernels: yellow maize, white and red dari, green and yellow peas, barley for lighter days, and small amounts of fatty seeds for energy. Every grain had a purpose, and every bag was examined before feeding. They often said, "Good grain is better than medicine." And they lived by that philosophy. Thanks to their natural diet, the birds maintained strong muscles, tight feathers, and incredible stamina. If one product defines the Janssen method, it is garlic. Fresh garlic cloves in the drinking water, simple, natural, and unbelievably effective. The Janssen brothers trusted garlic for its cleansing properties. It strengthened natural immunity, supported blood circulation, and kept the water free from harmful bacteria. Visitors to the loft often wondered how the birds looked so bright and alert. The Janssen brothers simply pointed to the drinker, a clove of garlic floating inside. No pills, no powders, no artificial boosters, just a natural system perfected over decades. After tough races, the Janssens often brewed herbal teas. Nettles, thyme, chamomile, oregano, simple herbs with natural benefits. The warm tea helped the birds recover, flushed the body, and supported breathing after heavy effort. The brothers believed the best medicine was prevention. The teas kept the pigeons clean internally and restored balance without stressing the body. Many modern fanciers still swear by these natural herbal teas, following directly in the footsteps of Arendonk's masters. Every champion loft understands the importance of grit, but the Janssen brothers raised it to a ritual. Their grit bowls were refreshed daily. Not weekly, daily. They used crushed oyster shells. Stomach grit, red stone, shell sand, and mineral powders. Fresh grit meant perfect digestion, strong bones, and shiny feathers. The brothers believed pigeons should always choose their own minerals naturally. And they offered a wide variety. This simple discipline created unbelievably strong birds with excellent internal health. In their later years, the Janssen brothers added a new combination: garlic oil mixed on the grain, coated with brewer's yeast. This mixture supplied vitamins, amino acids, natural proteins, and boosted the immune system. It also improved feather quality, giving Janssen birds their famous silky feel. Today, thousands of fanciers use this exact combination, a timeless method that remains just as effective now as it was decades ago. Perhaps the most surprising fact about the Janssen brothers is how little medication they used. They didn't treat against canker unless a pigeon was visibly sick. They didn't rely on antibiotics. They didn't run heavy treatment schedules. They believed in natural strength. Pigeons that could stay healthy on their own were kept. Pigeons that needed constant treatment were removed. This strict natural selection produced a bloodline of exceptional resistance. a major reason why their pigeons dominated for decades. Breeding was the heart of the Janssen loft. They judged pigeons by handling, intelligence, and race results. They kept only pigeons that proved themselves. And they paired them with birds that balanced their strengths. Their selection was harsh. A pigeon might win 4 races and still be removed if its recovery wasn't perfect. Weak pigeons never bred no matter how beautiful they looked. The result was a strain with incredible consistency, pigeons that produced champions for generations. Even though the original brothers are no longer with us, their legacy continues across the world. In Europe, Asia, America, and the Middle East, top champions still trace their lines back to Arendonk. The Janssen strain shaped modern pigeon racing. It defined what a champion should look like. It proved that simplicity, discipline, and natural methods can create excellence that lasts forever. The Janssen brothers didn't just breed pigeons, they created history. Their methods were simple, their products were natural, but their results were extraordinary. And today, decades later, their bloodline still flies, still wins, and still inspires. This has been the story of the greatest pigeon family the world has ever known. And that brings us to perhaps the most incredible part of the Janssen legacy. Even though the original brothers have long stopped racing, their pigeons never did. From the quiet little street in Arendonk, their bloodlines traveled the entire world, carried by fanciers, auctioned across continents, and woven into the foundations of countless modern racing lofts. Today you can find Janssen genetics winning in places the brothers themselves never even visited. China, Taiwan, South Africa, the United States, the Middle East, the UK, Belgium, the Netherlands. Wherever racing pigeons fly, the Janssen stamp is there. And what's even more remarkable is that these pigeons aren't just a historical footnote. They are still producing winners, right now, in 2025 and beyond. Their speed, their vitality, their intelligence, it continues to shine through in new generations, in new champions, raced by fanciers who never met the brothers, but who still feel their influence every single season. For many lofts, the Janssen line is the backbone. For others, it's the secret ingredient. But for all of us in pigeon sport, it is a reminder that true greatness lasts, not for a season, not for a decade, but for generations. So as we close this story, remember, the brothers may be gone, but their pigeons are still flying, still competing, still winning, still inspiring. A legacy spread by wings, a legend carried through time, and a bloodline that continues to shape the modern pigeon world, one race at a time.